Hey guys, today I got some awesome news. We're fitting the new NPC mod and I'm going to be going over the installation, all the new features, how to use them, and finally I'll be answering some highly asked questions. Before we get into it, I want to thank all the people on screen right now for sponsoring and helping us with this project. Right, so the mod still requires Forge. So to get it, search up Minecraft Forge and get the 1.20.1 recommended version. Once it is done downloading, click on it and complete the setup. Next up, the mod does require a few additional installations. To get them, join our Discord and then click on the mod links. You don't have to get the 3D skins mod, but I prefer using it as it is now compatible with the new NPCs mod. After all that, go to your %updata% folder, .minecraft, and throw everything we downloaded into the mods folder other than the Forge installer, of course. Now you can go ahead and launch your game. Make sure that the 1.20.1 Forge version is selected. If you can't find it, go to installations, new installation, look up Forge 1.20.1 and click create. Once in game, you should be able to see 2 pages in your inventory like so. If it doesn't show, join our Discord server and open a ticket so we can help you. So first off, as you can see, we retextured all the tools and added a few new ones. To start off, if you right click on the ground with the NPC wand, you'll see that we redesigned the whole GUI so it looks better and easier to use. Let's go over the display tab first. Here you can add a name tag and change its color and visibility. Down here in skin you have 2 options. One is player, which you need to type a player's username to use. The texture option is for custom skins. So if I click on this arrow, I can choose one of these custom skins. If you want to add a custom skin yourself, you can add them by clicking this arrow and moving your skin files into this folder that I opened. Here you have the cloaks, which are actually pretty similar. You can upload and use your own texture or use the Mojang and Lunar ones that we already have pre-installed into the mod. In cloaks, you can also use a link. To do that, just go to needcoolershoes.com, make your custom banner, use the share link and paste it into the input box. Here you can change the model between Steve, Alex, and every single other mob that exists up until 1.20.1. Size lets you modify the scale of the entity to whatever you want. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. And lastly, we have the living animation and hit color. Living animation makes the entity quote-unquote breathe, and the hit color adds a red hit overlay. After you finish setting up all that, you can move to position tab where you can pose your NPC exactly how you want it. This works with every single mob too. You can change the rotation and offset. And finally, in the inventory tab, you can apply armor and tools. Here you can use both hands to hold anything, and if you have a bow in the right hand and you add arrows to the second inventory slot, it changes the bow pulling state so you can have the NPC in aiming mode. If you right click in the air with it, you'll see that it opens a new GUI that contains all of the NPCs you have in this world. From here you have the option to edit one, TP to it, delete it, or simply delete all of them. Next up, we have the NPC presets tool. With this tool, if you right click on an NPC, you can save it so you can use it in future times. If you right click on the ground with it, you'll see that you've got a bunch of pre-made presets, and in these other tabs you'll see your own presets. If you need to rotate one, there are 2 main ways to do so: within the wand or using the rotator tool. To use it, just right click on your NPC and move to where you want it to face, like so. To stop it from following you, just right click it again. Sometimes you're going to need a scene with a lot of NPCs. A cool feature we added to make the spawning process less repetitive is the NPC stamp tool. If you right click on the NPC with the tool and right click anywhere on the ground, you'll see it clones it. One of the tools that stayed from the last version is the NPC deactivator. If you right click on these guys, it makes them invisible, and if you right click anywhere else, it will spawn them back. The last tool we have is a teleporter. This one isn't really useful, but just really fun to play with. If you right click, it will teleport you to wherever you're looking. That's all it does. Something we added are these additional inventories. Here you'll be able to get Bedwars armor and every single skyblock item in armor piece with ease. Now to the actual good features. If you do /flight speed and then a number, it will let you control your flight speed. For example, if I were to do 0.5 and I'll go at half the default speed. This is really useful for finding the best position. Another feature that we added that is great for finding a good position is position points. After you find a good position, you can try and do Control F6. With this, you can move around and try to look for a maybe better position. If you can't find one and you are happy with the one that you originally found, just hit F6 and you will be teleported back to it. The last feature we added is better screenshots. If you click F7, it will open a new special screenshot menu. In this menu, you not only get to choose the screenshot quality, but also when you click on export and wait for it to be done, then check your screenshot folder, you can see that it separates the player from the background automatically. That means no cutting out anymore. You guys had some questions, so I thought I would answer some of them here. Is the mod compatible with Feather Client? No, for some reason the mod just doesn't work with Feather. We tried reaching out to them, but they weren't interested in helping us. Does the mod support Optifine? Also no. Sadly, Optifine is very limiting for developers who want to use its API, so we had to abandon it and use other mods. Are there plans of updating updating the mod when new versions come out? Honestly, probably no, but if I ever plan on doing so, you can be notified inside my Discord server that is linked below. Can I send someone else my presets? Yes. If you go into the following folder, you will find your presets and you will be able to send them. If some of these folders don't appear for you, you'll have to create them manually. Just make sure you're using the exact folder names. Before the video ends, I want to thank all of my sponsors and the people who helped me, especially Marlo, who contributed a large sum of money that covered a lot of the total cost. I have to say that all of the developers who have worked on this mod were extremely talented and professional. So if you want to check them out, I also have their socials in the description. Lastly, if you need any help, join my Discord server and we will be able to help you there. Thank you guys so much for watching. A subscribe and like would be highly appreciated, and see you next time.